buy a car, we could buy a tree, we could buy a house, we don't have to pee, she said. Nirvana, Breed, by Nirvana. That introduction to the video is a little over the top. I'm kind of embarrassed. You standard tuning, you have to start off by just making noise on the guitar. So you've got your gain all cranked up, and then here's what you do. You just get your little crotch of your hand right around the neck of the guitar, like you would just, like you always do when you play guitar, and you just go like this. You just wiggle back and forth, just hit the guitar, and the strings start to vibrate more and more and more. If you've got, if you are within a reasonable proximity of your amp, you start to get some feedback. It sounds like it's the 90s grunge movement all over again. Was there a grunge movement? Guys, in the comments, was there such thing as a grunge movement, or were there just some grunge bands that existed? Hi, my name is Stuart. It was the worst sip of coffee I've ever taken in my entire life. Okay. All right, Breed by Nirvana. People of the world, friends and relatives, what's gonna happen after you make some lot of coffee on my guitar? After you make that noise with your guitar, you're gonna play a power chord. We're gonna learn the main riff right now. Please put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the top string, put your ring finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string from the top. If you are Kurt Cobain, you take your ring finger and you mash it down so it's on the 4th fret of the 2nd from the top and the 3rd string from the top. If you are Stuart Alexander Lehman-brown, you have your ring finger on the 2nd string from the top and you put your pinky on the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the top. I personally find this to be a little bit easier, but let it be known, I am not as cool as Kurt Cobain was. On this chord, this F sharp 5 chord, this F sharp power chord, you're gonna strum down, up, then get rid of your pointer finger, but keep your ring finger and pinky there on the 4th fret, strum down, then put your pointer finger back on the 2nd fret of the top string and strum up. So that was down, up, open, up. 1, 2, play with me. One more time, guys. Then take your hand, keep it in the same shape, and move it 1, 2, 3 frets over. So now pointer finger is on 5 of the top string, ring finger's on 7 of the next one, pinky is on 7 of the next one. This is an A power chord, an A5 chord. Strum it, and then give it a little bend. Then take your fingers off of the strings. What I actually, well, okay, in full transparency, if we're being honest with each other, and I feel like we can be honest with each other, I actually keep my ring finger and my pinky like touching the strings, and I just pull my pointer finger off, and then I play the top string open. The reason I keep these fingers here is so that if I accidentally get too excited and I hit more than just the top string, I don't hear all that open noisiness. I just hear the top string because these fingers are muting the next two. Guys, I have amazing news for you. We just completed the main riff. It goes bend, bend, open, bend, open. What do you say we play that 4 times together, and then after that, an adequate amount of time will have passed in the video where it would be acceptable and appropriate for me to ask you to subscribe to the channel. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. If you've been finding this guitar tutorial in any way interesting, this would be an appropriate time for you to please subscribe to the channel. It would make all of my heartstrings burst at the seams, and that's a good thing. So please do it. Now, let me tell you something about this first power chord. It's not a bar chord, so you don't want to mash your pointer finger down onto all the strings, but I do recommend you have your pointer finger touch the bottom strings, so that way if you hit those bottom strings, we don't hear the open strings, we just hear the muted scratchiness, and then it sounds fine. So you got... Also though, when you're strumming, just aim for the top 3 strings, and then it's like a double redundancy situation we have going on. Also, another thing, over here when you play this power chord up on the 5th fret, if you don't like bending that full power chord, it sounds almost exactly the same if you just play 5 on the top string and give just that top string a little bend. Here, let's do a little A/B test, a little sound comparison between the power chord and the single note. Here we go. 1, 2, power chord. Just the one note. 3, 4. Like, it's different, but it's not substantially different. After you do the noisy part, and we play that riff 4 times completely on its own. Then the drums and the bass come in, and we do it another 4 times. Then the full-on drum beat starts, and we do it 8 times. Ocho. That's Spanish for 8. I'm surprised you didn't know that. And then we go into the verse of the song. The verse is this part that I kind of messed up when I played the song at the beginning of the video, but I am going to go ahead and spin it and say that is in the spirit of Nirvana and the grunge movement of the early 1990s. Would you please, for the verse, bring your middle finger up to the 11th fret on the 3rd string from the top. Put your ring finger on the 11th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. Then use your thumb and your pointer finger to mute the top and the bottom strings. If you do not want to use your thumb, you can use your pointer finger to mute all of them, but I think it ultimately is more comfortable to go like this. So my thumb and pointer finger are just touching, so now we have mute, mute, 11, 11, mute, mute. On this little 2-note chord, you're just gonna strum down, 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 down. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna strum down. Oh shoot, darn it. What's 4 times 4? No, 4 times 6. What's 4 times 6? Quick, quick. What's 4 times 6? Somebody, anybody. Come on. 4 times 6, well, let's think. 4 times 4 is 16, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So, and then 16 plus 8 is 24. Come on, guys, it's not that hard. You should have gotten that way faster. So we're gonna strum this little chord, what did I say? 24 times. 1, 2, let's do it. It occurs to me that I do not count to 24. What I do is I count to 8 3 times. I think that makes it easier. Let's try that. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So much easier. And then you're gonna go like this. On just the 3rd string from the top, you play 11, 11, 11, 10. And then there's a tiny little pause. And then still on that 3rd string from the top, you play 9, 7. So we've got bow, 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 now. When he does it live, I don't hear him do that little 9-7 at the end. I think it's only in the studio recording, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Probably, most likely, 100% in certainty. I guarantee it. That's the Stuart Alexander Lehman-brown Marin Music Center guarantee. I have been wrong before. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's play the verse thing. 1, 2, kinda slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, down, down, down. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Uncle Stuart, that's a whole lot of strumming down. Do I have to strum down on everyone, or can I strum down and up? And I would say that you can strum down and up, and that would be fine. Just do the one that you think looks cooler, because for this song, that's ultimately what matters the most. Another little thing I have to mention, I think that when he plays that 10th fret there, I think there is a possibility that he might actually go to 9 and bend it so it sounds like 10, so he might go. I can't get it right. And so because I can't make that sound right, I have made the executive decision that he couldn't make it sound right either. When I say he, I mean the legendary, iconic Kurt Cobain, a person who has since passed. Again, full transparency, here's what happened. That whole time that I was talking about the bendy note, a little voice inside my head was going, talk about how Kurt Cobain is dead. Talk about how Kurt Cobain is dead. Talk about how he's dead. And I was like, no, I'm talking about the guitar part. And it said, yeah, but mention that he's dead at the end. And I was like, I am literally trying to teach a song on guitar. And then at the very end, it went like, right, and then talk about how he's dead. And I was like, oh, right, and he's dead. And then I was like, why did I say that? There was no reason for me to say that. Intrusive thoughts for the win. People of the world, friends and relatives, you play that 3 times. Trace, that's Spanish for 3. Then you start it a 4th time, but the 4th time you go like this. You play the 11-11 little mini chord 24 times, 3 counts of 8, and then you go down to this power chord. This is the power chord we started the whole song with. It's 2 on the top, and then 4 and 4, and you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that leads us into the chorus of the song, Bread by Nirvana. Let's learn the chorus. What do you say? What you're gonna do for the chorus, we're gonna go like this. No problem. D5 chord. This is how Kurt Cobain himself does it. You mute the top string with your thumb. If you can, mute the 2nd string from the top with your thumb, but if the 2nd string from the top is open, it's fine. Put your pointer finger on 2 of the 3rd string from the bottom, and then put your ring finger on 3 of the 2nd string from the bottom. Your ring finger is probably doing this already, but if it's not, make sure your ring finger is leaning down and muting the bottom string. So we have top string muted, 2nd string from the top can be open or muted, and then the next string is open, then the next one you're on the 2nd fret, then the next one you're on the 3rd fret, and the bottom string is muted. This is a D5 chord. On this chord, you're gonna strum down, up, down, up. But actually, if we're being completely honest, we're actually going to strum down, up, down, and then when you strum up after that, lift up your fingers and just play the open strings. So it's down, up, down, open. That open there is just a quick little transition so we can switch to the next chord, which is an A5 chord. Your thumb needs to keep muting the top string. 2nd string from the top is open. Pointer finger is on 2 of the 3rd string from the top, and then your pointer finger mashes down onto 2 of the 3rd string from the bottom as well. We would like the bottom 2 strings to be muted. You also can use 2 fingers for this if you don't want to mash down. Either way is fine. I'm going to do the 1 finger mash down method. On this chord, you're going to strum down, down, then strum up on the open string. So here's what we have so far for the chorus. We have down, up, down, open, A, down, open. 1, 2, play with me. Down, up, down, and boom, boom, open. One more time because it's real. Down, up, down, and down, down, up. Then we go to a C power chord. Pointer finger plays 3 on the 2nd string from the top. Ring finger plays 5, 3rd string from the top. Pinky plays 5, 3rd string from the bottom. Kurt Cobain just uses his ring finger for both. I use dos fingers for both. For each. I don't know. For one. I use 2. This is what I do. This is what Kurt Cobain does. Guys, on this C5 chord, the C power chord, the tip of your pointer finger should be muting the top string, and the base of your pointer finger should be muting the bottom 2 strings. We're gonna go like this. Down, up, then just slide it over. So now pointer finger's on 2 of the 2nd string from the top, ring finger's on 4 of the next one, pinky's on 4 of the next one, and go down, down, open. So that was down, up, down, down, open. 1, 2, just that little part. Here we go. Down, up, down, down, open. Yes, 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 yes. What I'm trying to say is the way that you just performed that song was a spectacular feat of fortitude, and it showed a clear surplus of the proper vitamins that you need every day. I'm so sick of the way that I sound right now. I'm not in the right mood for this. Let's play the whole chorus all the way through. We go from the D5 chord to the A5 chord to the C5 chord to the B5 chord. If you haven't figured it out yet, 5 chord is just another way of saying power chord. 1, 2, karate chop Rochambeau. That's right, we started over. 2 more times. We did it 4 times in a row, which is a crazy coincidence because that's exactly the number of times Nirvana does it in a row when they play the chorus to their hit song, Breed, off of the slam dunk Diamond Platinum album, Nevermind by Nirvana, a pivotal moment in the grunge movement of the early 1900s. After you play the chorus, you go back to the main riff, and you play that another 8 times. We'll call that the interlude. The post-chorus interlude is the main riff, another 8 times, Spanish for 8, so I didn't know that. Then we go to the second verse, which is exactly the same as the first verse. Then we go to the second chorus, which is exactly the same as the first chorus. Then we go to the guitar solo, which goes like this. Bunch of tremolo picking and octaves. Please play for me. 9 on the second string from the top and 11 on the third string from the bottom. Now, this is a crucial, what I'm about to say is a mandatory thing that every single one of you must adhere to. Your pointer finger has to mute the top string, or you can use your thumb to mute the top. It's not a big deal. I'm not strict about this kind of thing. You guys, this is like an optional, this is like a suggestion. You mute the top string with either the tip of your pointer finger or your thumb. Your pointer finger is pushing on the 9th fret of the second string from the top, but the rest of your pointer finger needs to touch all the other strings and mute them. I don't know what that was supposed to demonstrate, what I just did. And then your ring finger plays 11 on the third string from the bottom. You're gonna grab your pick firmly enough so that you don't drop it, but lightly enough so that it doesn't break your guitar strings. And you're gonna I like to, for tremolo picking is basically, not literally, but it's basically where you just go down and up as fast as you possibly can. I like to do my tremolo picking here. So my pick is over the actual fingerboard of the guitar, because if it's back here, my pick kind of gets like stuck between the strings. But here, the fingerboard keeps your pick from going too deep between the strings. We're gonna go for like, let's see. I think for like, how many beats do we do? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do it for 12 beats. We're gonna just go down and up. Then you're gonna keep going down and up, but just slide your fingers down. Then you're gonna slide down for 4 beats. So it ends up going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. I realized my counting was inconsistent there, but we're just gonna, I made a rule with myself that I was gonna be done recording this video by 11 o'clock, and it is currently 11:02, so I have to keep going. What's gonna happen after that is you slide up to 12 on the second string from the top and 14 on the third string from the top. You're gonna strum that one tremolo picking for 12 beats and then slide down for 4. then slide up to 15 and 17, tremolo pick for 12 beats, and then slide down. Then you're gonna slide up to 17 and 19, do that for 12 beats, and then don't slide down, slide up. Let's play the whole entire solo together once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds great. Sounds really good. It sounds very musical the way you're playing it. Then we go into the chorus. We play that exactly the same as the other choruses. Then we go back to the main riff. We play that 8 times, and then you just play that first power chord. And you hold it out for eternity, and that's how you play the song Bread by Nirvana. Such a joy and a privilege. What an honor. And honestly, this was probably the greatest single experience of my entire life. Here's the problem. When I say things like that, then it makes it seem like every other time I've ever said anything, I was being disingenuous. So now it's just, I was talking about transparency and honesty, and now I don't think there's any way any of you can trust anything I ever say again.